Okay, today you're going to learn about multi-step equations. I loaded a handout, and if you can print it out, print it out. If you cannot, you can still do the work. So again, we're still going to do, work on this side. And then we're going to check it over here. So first step is to write down our equation. So we're going to say 1 is 2x minus 8x plus 1 equals 49. So remember, we rewrite it over here. 2x minus 8x plus 1 equals 49. Okay, so we're going to place a box on both sides of the equal sign, placing all those terms inside. And the reason for the box is that's an indicator for you. Eventually you'll wipe out these boxes. You won't use them. But right now, since you're learning how to solve these, use the boxes, because the box is going to tell you you've got to do all this first. So if you look inside this box, we're looking for some like terms. So we have 2x minus 8x. Those are like terms. So 2x minus 8x gives us a negative 6x. And bring down the 1 equals 49. I'm going to draw boxes again. And I'm going to look inside that box and say, is there anything else I can do on each side of that equation? No, we can't add anything. Negative 6x and 1 are not like terms, so we can't combine those. And on this side we have 49, and we really can't do anything with that either. So now we're going to start moving things from one side of the equation to the other. So we're going to solve for the variable x. So now we have like a two-step equation, and we've done these before. So we're going to undo this right here, the positive 1 or plus 1, so we're going to subtract 1. Remember the rule, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So now we're going to bring that negative 6x, that cancels, equals 48. Okay? We're not going to use the boxes anymore, because as soon as we start moving things from one side of the equation to the other, we don't use the boxes anymore. We know we've already combined our like terms. Okay, so now we're going to divide by negative 6 on both sides. And then x equals negative 8. These cancel, right? That equals 1. All right, so negative 8, we're saying if we take negative 8 and substitute it in, it's going to balance. So 2 times negative 8 minus 8 times negative 8 plus 1. And this is why we were telling you to check with those 1 and 2 step equations, because it's easier, and now all we do is substitute in. All right, so 2 times negative 8 is negative 16. Negative 8 times negative 8 is a positive 64, plus 1 equals 49. So now we have negative 16 and 64. Let's do that. I'm going to erase this. 8. That would give us 48. So notice I'm doing that math. 48 plus 1. And 48 plus 1 is 49. So when one side of the equation balances and meets the other side, it's the same. So we know x equals negative 8. All right, number 2. So I'm going to just divide this, and I'm not going to label anymore. So problem number 2, we have negative 19 equals negative 5 minus 3a minus 11. So negative 19 equals negative 5 minus 3a minus 11. So let's box it and look inside the boxes and see if there's anything we can combine. We're looking for combining like terms. So on the left-hand side, can't do anything. Bring that down. But in here, we have a negative 5 minus 11. That gives us negative 16 minus 3a. Okay, let's box it one more time just to see if there's anything we can do inside. Okay, over here, there's nothing we can do. We can't combine any like terms, and over here, we can't combine like terms. So now we're going to get rid of this negative 16 or minus 16. So we're going to add 16, and we're going to add 16. This negative 19 plus 16 gives us negative 3 equals, that's gone, negative 3a. Okay, we stopped using the boxes, so we're not using them right now. All right, so now we want to solve for a. Divide by negative 3, and a equals 1. Okay, now this is going to get substituted in the original equation. Always put it in your original equation that you started with, because if you made a mistake somewhere when you combine like terms, you'll never find it if you substitute it there. So let's substitute it in here. So we get negative 19 equals negative 5. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3 minus 11. So bring down our negative 19. Negative 5 minus 3 is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 11 is negative 19. It balances, so I know my answer is correct. Okay, let's work at number 3. So number 3, we have 19 equals 10 minus 5w plus 9w minus 7. So rewrite it over here. 19 equals 10 minus 5w plus 9w minus 7. Let's box it and work inside the boxes. We don't start moving until we have everything inside those boxes combined. All right, bring the 19 down. Inside the box we have 10 minus 7, which will give us 3. And we have negative 5w plus 9w. So negative 5w plus 9w gives us a plus 4w. I'm going to put my boxes around it again. See if there's anything I can do inside. Answer is no, so let's start solving this equation. We're going to add and subtract first, right? So we're going to subtract 3. 19 minus 3 is 16. Cancels. Divide both sides by 4. Now let's substitute it in and check the equation. 19 equals 10 minus 5 times 4 plus 9 times 4 minus 7. 19 equals 10. Negative 5 times 4 is 20, or negative 20. And 9 times 4 is 36 minus 7. Boy, that's a long one, huh? 19 equals 10 minus 20 is negative 10. I'll just take it one step at a time. Negative 10 plus 36 is negative 26. Oop, I'm sorry, that is not negative 26. That is positive 26. So 26 minus 7. So 19 equals 26 minus 7 is 19. Yay, it works. Okay, we're going to do number 4 together. And that's the last one I'm going to do with you today. I want you to try the rest of them. All right, so number 4. Oh, maybe I'll do number 5 because it's distributive property. All right, so number 4 is 2k minus 6 minus 7 plus 3k equals negative 48. Rewrite it over here. Be very careful when you're writing it down. We don't want to make a mistake. Okay, so let's box it. Okay, so let's do the k's first. 2k plus 3k is 5k. Now we have a negative 6 minus 7 gives you a negative 13 equals negative 48. That wasn't too bad. Let's box it again, see if there's anything else we can do inside. Nope, we can't do anything inside, so let's start solving that equation and getting that variable by itself. So we have 5k, that cancels, equals negative 35. Divide by 5 on both sides, and k equals negative 7. Let's check it. 2 times negative 7 minus 6 minus 7 plus 3 times negative 7 equals negative 48. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14 minus 6 minus 7. 7 times 3 is negative 21, or that's 3 times negative 7 equals negative 48. So negative 14 minus 6 is negative 20. Negative 20 minus 7 is negative 27. Negative 27 minus 21 is negative 48. Oops. And that means k is equal to negative 7. Let's do number 5, and you'll finish the last 3. It does take a little bit to do that check, but that's how you find out if you made a mistake. All right, so number 5. So let's put boxes over here, see if there's anything we can do inside the box. And yes, we have distributive property. So 7x and 7 times negative 6 is negative 42. Boxes just to double check, make sure, see if there's anything we can combine. All right, I don't see anything we can combine, so let's start solving to get that x by itself. So plus 42. So you get 7x, that cancels. Negative 14 plus 42 is 28. Divide both sides by 7. And x equals 4. Let's substitute it in. Okay, we could take the 7 and distribute it and then try to solve it that way, but think about this. They're not variables in here, right? So let's do our order of operations. Let's do whatever's inside parentheses first. So 7 and 4 minus 6 gives us negative 2. So we get negative 14 equals negative 14. Okay, so your homework is to finish 6, 7, and 8, and I'll see you in class. Make sure you have your work in check.